Welcome to DELCO XC Podcast. With you as always, this is Kevin Key, and I'm going to tell you, this is a new segment. And it's a quick segment. This is car thoughts. I'm on my way to work, and in reality, I'm thinking about cross country. That might be weird to some people because I really just think about things that I love, and cross country is a sport that I love. And I'm on my way into work, and all I'm thinking about is, no one has really run a 5K yet this year. Like, I don't know how to predict DELCO championships next week because nobody has really raced a 5K. This weekend is going to show us a lot of information. This weekend we have a bunch of different invitationals. As you already know, I'm heading off to Whippets in Downingtown. However, you have the foundation meet, you have Whippets, you have a bunch of all these different meets going on where we finally get to see teams run a 5K. And this is going to actually be the weekend in which we're going to see, hey, who's going to pull out DELCO championships? We find out this weekend in reality where the actual rankings are. That's why you're not getting rankings this week. Yes, I saw Episcopal Academy girls overcome the Agnes Irwin girls at a dual meet the other day. Yes, I did see that, which automatically would move Episcopal Academy up in the rankings. But now I have to look and be like, okay, where's everybody else? Because the Interact is the only league right now that's actually really raced 5Ks. The Catholic League, it looks like looks like Bonner finally got a 5K in on Wednesday, which is great to see. It's great to see where their rankings are going to be. But in reality, when I look at these dual meets, I'm not seeing people going at it. I'm not seeing people really pushing it in Central League or in the Catholic League. And the Interact Week 1, now we're in Interact Week 2, and there were some great races in Interact Week 2. But if you go on Mile Split and you break down Mile Split, and you look to break down the top teams in DELCO, you're going to see Interact at the top. And the reason why Interact's at the top is because they've actually raced the 5K. Now, I get it. We've gone into it's DELCO's in September, which is really the real reason why we have no idea. The rankings are wide open because DELCO's are in September again. So just throwing this out there, I am excited for this weekend because this weekend I can finally see where teams are going to be on the 27th of September. And when we finally get to see where they're going to be the 27th of September, then we can actually break down a DELCO championship preview, which will be coming next week at some point. So next week I have big plans for this podcast, as I usually do for this podcast, on the week of DELCO championships. Next week I have a recap of the weekend, clearly, which will probably come out sometime on Sunday. Then, throughout the week, I will be recording different podcasts with different guests, and I'm just trying to get a confirmation of details of when they can come on. But I do have a couple guests breaking down DELCOs on the boys' end and on the girls' end this upcoming week. So I'm pretty excited for those to release. That DELCO preview will likely, I'm hoping, release on Thursday. And that's because on Tuesday and Wednesday is probably when I'm going to get the guest in. That takes time to edit and fix because the past couple episodes have been awful by me because apparently my editing skills suck. No, they're awful, and I'm sorry to use that word. I don't usually always use that word, but my editing skills have been absolutely terrible for the past 2 weeks, and I want to fix that. I want to make sure that we do better than Mile Split. I want to make sure that we do better than the DELCO times, and I think just by releasing a podcast, I'm doing better than the DELCO times. But that was my car thoughts, just my quick ride, my quick 5-minute drive after I talked to my mom, because I talk to my mom daily on my drive, to my workplace. I just wanted to give you some car thoughts in cross country this week. Where all the 5Ks at. I'm pretty excited that we finally get to see them this week. And I'll be honest, even on my own team, I haven't seen the 5K yet. I haven't seen them truly race a 5K yet. So, finally we get to see it. I'm excited for Whippets because I'm excited to see a bunch of DELCO teams there. I'm excited to see a bunch of coaches I haven't seen in a long time at Whippets Invitational this weekend. Be on the lookout. But yeah, that was my quick podcast hitter, car thoughts with Kevin Key. Please make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DELCO XC Pod. I've been on Instagram more than I've been on Twitter recently, sorry. You can email me, delcoxc@gmail.com. This is Kevin Key, and I'm going to sign off with car thoughts. Good luck this weekend.